Frank. I'm up. I set him up. Jesus. Oh. I'm not up. I'm okay. You can do this. No, you can't. Oh, no. Sarah? I give up.
What do you think?
I know what you're going for. And I like it. It's just that... It seems like you have a little much.
It's for Daddy's wedding. I'm supposed to look as good as I can.
Honey, you're a beautiful girl. You don't need that much makeup.
I knew you'd say that. You'd hate for me to look my age.
You're 35?
Give me a break.
My daughter, the rock star.
Get a life. Leave me alone.
Choose your arguments. At least nothing's pierced. Yet. I'm here already.
Move it.
Do I have to go? What should I do? I need a sign.
Don't close the door on love. Don't lock your heart away. Don't turn the key on love that you may need one day when love will find you. Hold on to that key to remind you. Don't lock your heart away.
Yes. Oh, I'm so happy you called. You trust me enough to be there for you even on the most important day of my life. Now just keep talking. I may lose you because I...
Don't close the door on love. Don't lock your heart away. That rose within
Shaken,
the love
not stirred.
will bloom for
right?
you one
Oh, yeah.
day, and love will find you. So keep that key to remind you. Don't lock your heart away.
Okay already! Why do you care what you look like? Why am I talking to myself? Because I'm insane. Only an insane person would do this. And then try to explain it to a dog. Go away! Stop. Don't say anything judgmental. A real friend wouldn't make me feel bad about something we both know is totally so stupid.
Nice dress. You really think all that black is appropriate for a wedding?
Madeline?
What? I am supporting you in your self-destructive, negative, stick behavior. But you do look good.
I want him to vomit with regret. I want him down on his knees begging me to come back just so I can laugh in his face.
Well, then I guess black is appropriate.
It's no big deal, really. I was invited, and I'm gonna go. It's really important to Sarah. She needs to know her parents get along.
You don't get along. That's why you got divorced.
Allow me the fantasy.
Okay.
It's been almost a year, Mad, and believe it or not, I've gotten on with my life. Being single is great. I have my work. I make all the rules. I can stay up to 2 a.m. watching old movies and picking out with a quart of ice cream on my lap. You can't do that with a husband.
You haven't had a date in a very long time, have you?
Sarah, you look beautiful.
I look like a total moron, with moron shoes to match. Do you believe this stupid dress?
Sarah.
Just remember, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. She's going to grow out of it.
The dress or the attitude?
The attitude. The dress must die.
Okay, Molly. Be a grown-up. Open the door.
Hi.
Hi.
Whose side are you on, the brides or the grooms?
It's hard to say. I guess my sympathies are more with the bride. Excuse me.
Scooch over and I'll sit on you. What are you doing here?
I came for Sarah.
Oh, that's so sweet. Bull feathers.
Grandma Sarah.
People think I'm Looney Tunes.
You want them to think you're Looney Tunes so you don't have to live with them.
You were the most beautiful bride. Smile for the buzzards. Now, go and find yourself a new man.
I don't need a man.
I'm sure he has people staring at him every day.
So that's your new brother?
As if I care.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Molly. Joan, Molly.
Molly, it's nice to finally meet you. I'm so glad you felt comfortable enough to be here. Have you met Sam?
No, I haven't, but He looks great.
Well, I could not love Sarah more if I were a real mother. Of course, I'm not. You are. But I really, really respect that.
Thank you.
I think we should mingle. Bye.
Remind me, I want to talk to you about Sarah and her friend Rebecca.
Who?
Exactly.
What am I doing here? What's she doing here?
Who? What? Molly? You invited her.
Well, of course I did, but I didn't expect her to come. Who comes to their ex-husband's wedding?
Yeah, I think Sarah wanted her to be here.
Well, I'm sure she's just as uncomfortable and embarrassed as I am.
Joan, if I knew this was going to upset you, I'd have asked her not to come.
Thanks. That's so passive-aggressive. Hi, Father. How are you?
It's really weird being at your parents' wedding, isn't it?
It's their funeral.
Because, you know, it's hard to think of them as real people. Not me, this time. Your mom gets married and you get stuck with a new sister. I get stuck with a new brother. You must be annoyed as I am.
Actually, I'm trying to make the best of a totally demented situation.
Me too.
Yeah, talk to me.
Would you care to say a few words to the happy couple?
No, I'm still getting my thoughts together.
Anybody else?
So, I need a drink. Could I get some white wine, please?
Okay. You okay?
I'm fine. I got something in my eye.
Try pulling your cap down and squinting. It's an old baseball trick.
I'm not having a very good day. I'm sorry. I usually don't cry like this. It's just that I should have never come to this wedding. I don't know what I was thinking. It was just a really big mistake. Oh, maybe I should have brought a date. I haven't had a date in a while. I think I'm kind of depressed.
I'd go out with you.
Really? Why?
It's a guy reaction you're not supposed to know about. I'd explain it to you, but I'd need charts, graphs, and an overhead projector.
It's a really nice thing to say. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm really not ready. I'm sorry. I thought you were trying to kiss me, but of course you weren't, because why would you? Did you happen to have a Prozac?
I would have kissed you at some point. Does that help?
Oh. I seem to have lost all judgment about men. This is so not like me. I am a very competent woman. I'm a veterinarian. I read books. I have opinions. I do. I'm so embarrassed. I ramble and I'm psychotic.
You know what? It was my fault. I was playing the blues.
Excuse me?
On the piano just now. I was playing the blues. Very dangerous thing. You play the blues, people get blue.
I see. You have been very nice. I'm gonna go. I don't want to keep you from your work.
Oh, that's okay. I don't actually work here.
You don't?
No.
I told you intimate things. I almost kissed you. I thought I was pouring my heart out to a piano player.
What's the difference?
Everybody pours their heart out in a bar. It's a well-known fact that people that work in bars have a code of honor. They keep secrets.
Okay, so I promise I won't tell anybody about what we did.
We didn't do anything. I'm gonna go. I'm thinking of killing myself, and I should be near family.
Sarah? We don't want to miss this.
Grandma Sarah, I have to go.
Ready?
Well, I guess you're next. Sam, you ready to blow this popsicle stand?
Sure, Dad.
Dad, you're Sam's father? Why didn't you tell me?
You two know each other?
No!
I took an oath.
I can't believe you let me go on and on about it. And then you try to take advantage of me? I mean, you try to kiss me?
Actually, you tried to kiss me.
You tried to kiss my wife? I mean, my ex-wife, because you're my new wife, and that's a good thing.
Sarah, I think we should go. About an hour ago.
See you when we're back from the Bahamas.
What? You're going to the Bahamas for your honeymoon?
Yes. Why?
Nothing really. You just hear so much about typhoons and crap this time of year. I'm Sarah.
So, you and Daddy went to the Bahamas on your honeymoon, too?
Was I that obvious?
No, I'm sure I was the only one that noticed.
I'm really glad we came.
No, you're not.
Well, I am glad that I got to meet Joan and Sam.
No, you're not.
I'm glad we left. Who's Rebecca?
My imaginary friend.
You don't have an imaginary friend.
Joan's a psychiatrist. I made her up to freak her out. I need a beeper. What if Rebecca needs me?
I'll think about it.
Bay Area weather. High temperature Saturday, mostly 70s in the north and 80s through the south. A few 90s and triple digits will be found across the southwest and in California's valleys.
And now back to our oldies classic, The Way They Were.
The way they were. What a joke.
I remember when I thought I had it all. I remember when I answered to love's call. Now I sit and I wonder, and I listen to the quiet of the night. I listen and remember what went wrong, and I wonder, will it ever go right? Will it ever go right? Will it ever go right? Will it ever go right?
Later, Dad.
Goodbye, sweetheart. Have a great day. Come on, Frank.
Ah, boy, did we get started off the wrong foot the other night, huh? Wanna give it another try?
Sure.
Our exes are married now. I suppose that means we're related. You're my ex-wife-in-law, or something.
About the other day. I just wanted you to know I don't usually behave like that. I don't go around almost kissing strange men for no apparent reason. I don't. I just don't.
You know, they met like this, dropping off the kids to school.
I know, it was kismet.
We're gonna run into each other. Birthday parties, funerals, other family occasions, I think we should try to be friends.
Fine. I see you over cake or an open grave. I promise to smile.
Will it ever go right? Will it ever go right? Will it ever go right?
Hi. I'm Jake Michelson.
You're auditioning for the weekend sports, right?
Yeah.
Have a seat.
Thanks.
Hank Powers.
It'll just be a few moments, Mr. Powers.
Hank. The network's trying to pull in female demographics. I get big chick numbers with my quote-unquote male sports shows. That's because I like women. I know women. I care about them. I get them. I dig them. I support them inside. You know what I mean?
You like wearing bras?
You're Jake Michelson. Just a radio guy, right?
Well, I prefer to think of myself as just a radio man.
Well, I make it my business to know the competition. Hank Powers, anchor. WPED in Chicago. How you doing? Hankster the Prankster, 9, 11, and 2. I've got most unbelievable. Marv's got yes. Ted Donahoe's got take a hike. Chick Hearn's got the old refrigerator. Brett Owings has got whoa, hold me back. I've got most unbelievable. What do you got?
I'm still saving up.
Don't worry, you've still got a shot.
Thanks.
You can send them in now.
You can go in now.
So, you'll come in next Saturday and replace Brett Owings for the first 2 sports segments.
No problem, my brother man. Been there, nailed that.
You'll have the same opportunity 3 weeks from now.
Great.
And that one is all ball. It's long enough, it's high enough, it's most unbelievable.
Putts.
I do golf.
So, what's he like? Well, just like a regular brother. Except popular, cute,
Hey, what's up?
and not a blood relative. So anything could happen.
So I'm running this cross pattern. I let this bullet go.
Hi, Sam.
Yeah.
Your mom and my dad get back from their honeymoon tonight. So, I guess I'll see you.
Whatever.
Good. I'll see you then. We can, just hang. Like we usually do. His room is right next to mine when I stay at my dad's. Can I sleep over? Sure. But not tonight. Sam and I have a lot to catch up on.
You are so lucky. I wish my parents would get divorced and remarry.
They did.
Not to anyone good.
Hello?
Hi, it's us. I'm just gonna send Sarah up and...
Why don't you both come up?
Oh, no, thanks. I'm just gonna send Sarah.
Guess this is your lucky day.
Great.
So, my dear, how have things been going?
Good?
And how does that make you feel?
Oh. Do you validate?
What?
Well, is this a 50-minute hour? Because I'm not sure that my insurance or, you know.
I love that you have a sense of humor. I don't know what I would do without mine.
Don't we have one of these at home?
I don't think so.
You said that you and Dad got one on your honeymoon. How come Joan and Dad have one too?
They were a pair. You know how you divide things up and...
Two rivers. That's what we're like. Some of your river will naturally flow, then to mine, then vice versa. But you can't let the overflow intimidate you. You have to fight against it.
I don't feel intimidated.
Good for you.
You know, it's like I hear a hidden message in everything you say.
How long have you been hearing these little voices?
I think I'll just go now. Sarah, I'll see you Sunday. If Rebecca beeps you, call me.
Sure, Mom.
The kids need to know that we get along. It's so important for their self-esteem and their future critical relationships. You know what I see us as? Interdependent wives-in-law. We have a bond that is stronger than anything. Do you know what that bond is? We care about the same people.
I guess we do.
And she gets paid to help people.
Isn't that what's her name's mom?
Molly?
Just gonna drop off, sir?
No, the car. The door. Stair. Yes.
That happens to me all the time.
Oh.
I was just gonna pick up some Chinese. I'm sort of celebrating. You look like you could use an egg roll.
No, thank you. I'm fine. Fine. Good to see you again, Sam.
Yeah.
Kids are naturally drawn to me.
Come to dinner with me. You're just gonna stay in tonight anyway. We can talk about our exes. I'll tell you 2 bad things about Joan, and you can tell me 2 bad things about Bruce.
That's not my idea of fun.
Now, if you were canoeing or something.
Joan has a tattoo of a sunflower on her butt. Got her back in college. It's her first and last attempt at being normal.
Egg rolls, huh? I couldn't wait to get married. We had a big wedding, 300 people, white gown, everything.
What happened?
Marriage didn't live up to the wedding. I've actually, never seen happily ever after work.
What about Cinderella?
You ever notice how the story ends right after the wedding?
Yeah.
What about you and Joan?
Cousin Joey.
Cousin Joey?
Yeah. Cousin Joey was 2 years older than me. Every time I turned around, my mother was saying, "Why can't you be more like Joey?" We actually had Joey's homework in our refrigerator.
see.
When Joey was 13, he got hit by a school bus. From that moment on, I became Cousin Joey. Became the perfect kid. Became a lawyer because that's what my father had wanted for me. And I married Joan because it was the right thing to do.
And that happens all the time.
So one day I just snapped. Realized I hated my job. Joan and I had run out of conversation long ago, so I went back to my first passion, sports. I'm auditioning for the weekend sports anchor at KTML.
That's a lot of information.
Strictly on a need-to-know basis. I wanted you to know.
Why sports?
It's personal. I'll have to see you naked first.
Wow. You've got me really intrigued. I'm both excited and curious, but since that'll never happen, I'll just have to live in the dark. Turns out I wasn't really in love with Bruce. I was in love with the idea of being married to Bruce. Afraid of failing at the one thing I swore I'd never fail at. How did you know I was going to stay in tonight?
It was 8 o'clock. It was too late for a first date, too early for a good date. Plus your hair is unwashed, your legs are unshaven.
You were just guessing about the legs, right?
Not anymore.
You will have great insight into legal matters. What does yours say?
Well, I can't say it, because then it won't come true.
Are you up for a nightcap?
I'll be back in a minute. Don't leave.
I know what you're thinking. Okay, but it's completely
Hi, I'm Tony. Jake told me to bring you decaf. He also said not to let you leave, and that if you kiss me, I should try to ignore it. Enjoy.
Something's messing with my sanity. I gotta solve this mystery. Baby, now that I'm looking at you, think I've found my clue. As a result of this investigation, I'm acting on information. It's plain to see that obviously you put a spell on me. Put your spell on me, and I'm as happy as I can be. Plain to see, obviously, you put your spell on me. Yes, you girl, put a spell on me.
A man will tell you everything you need to know about him in 3 minutes, but women don't listen.
That's ridiculous.
A guy says, I don't want to get involved, or I'm not interested in marriage. The woman hears, he wants me to change him. I'm the one that can do it. And then later she's disappointed when he turns out to be exactly what he said he was in the beginning.
There is no basis for that theory. Men are short-term, women are long-term.
I'm gonna need an example.
First date, if it's going well. She's memorizing every moment so she'll be able to tell her grandchildren about the magical night they first met. He's just wondering if he's gonna get her in bed before dessert.
Not a chance.
Ooh. I have to go to work.
You go to work at 10:30 at night?
11 till 2 a.m.
What is it you do that is probably illegal?
107.9 on your FM dial. For now. 3 Saturdays from now, who knows?
Good night, Jake.
Sure, blame me. Good night, Molly.
Thank you.
You will have a passionate encounter with a beautiful woman.
Shaq lived up to his name and his size tonight when he scored 21 points in the first half against the Bulls. Tomorrow on 107.9, your sports talk station, we'll explore the phenomenon of Dennis Rodman, the man behind the dress. Well, this is Jake Michelson, signing off for the night. Good night, Molly.
Oh my God, Molly Saunders? Oh, you are coming, aren't you? I would just die if you didn't, because Tommy's bar mitzvah is a very important religious occasion. I lost 12 pounds for it.
You know, it's no big
because
deal,
I
really.
invited Bruce and Joan, isn't it? I just didn't know how to handle it. You're both my good friends. God, I hate divorce. It ruins all my seating plans.
Well, I was going to tell you, you know, it's really no big deal.
You went to the wedding and you can't sit across the room from them and eat chicken divan, potato puree, asparagus, and a B&E sweet table to die for?
I did it for Sarah. All the deranged divorced mothers are doing that. Gotta go.
So is that a yes?
Sarah, does your mother let you wear all that makeup to school?
Hello? I'm 14.
Well, that doesn't answer my question, does it?
Right.
Boundaries are so important for young people. If it were up to me,
Lucky for you, it's not. In any way. At all. Ever.
Sarah.
What? I was just totally agreeing with her on this whole boundary thing.
Okay. See you at school. Bye. Football tryouts are next week.
I thought we agreed you were not going out for varsity.
Dad said it was okay. And he filled out all the papers, so.
It is not your father's decision to make alone. It's too dangerous.
Well, what's that? The decision or the game?
Listen, Sam.
Sam, I think what your mother is trying to say is that
Molly thought it was a great idea.
What?
Well, it's just that she and Dad seemed okay with it, so I figured you guys would be too. They had dinner the other night.
They what?
Yeah.
Well, that's nice. I mean, dinner is a good thing to have at night. Anytime after, what, 5:30? That's actually very, it's good.
Come on, Howard. On the table.
Oh, so, you gonna see him again? I really do not need a man to make my life complete. Wait. Any word from Geraldo, the slumlord?
No. I gotta tell you something, Molly. I am starting to worry about you. You are turning into a bitter old woman.
I am not.
Yeah, you are. Pretty soon you're gonna be wandering around your house in your robe, only you're gonna call it a house coat. You're gonna start collecting cats, dressing them up in matching sweaters and hats, and calling them your little friends.
Wrong. I'll buy the clothes. They can dress themselves.
Maybe we should send another letter.
Mom, Jacqueline invited me to a sleepover tonight. We're gonna go to the mall till like 11, but her brother said that he'd pick us up after his frat party. Cool?
Barry, you can go to the mall till like 9. I'll pick you up and you can stay like here. Cool?
Do you know how many girls on Sally have babies at 14? Like every other episode.
Okay. When you have a baby, you can stay out till 10.
You really need to get a life.
I have a life. I have you. And a decrepit animal hospital.
You will have a passionate encounter with a beautiful woman.
Hello?
Home alone on a Friday night?
Are you single, over 21 and interested in meeting someone?
Press 1 to speak to a man.
Press 2 to speak to a woman.
Press 3 to...
So the question of the night is this: should boxers be forced to wear headgear? You already know my opinion. Don't fight if you don't plan to bleed. But I want to hear what you think, so call me at 555-0101. That's 555-0101.
The Jake Michelson Show is brought to you by Dr. Don's Medicated Shampoo. Because flakes are for flakes.
Hey, Bob, sorry to hear you got fired. You ever think it was because of your dandruff? You should try Dr. Don's Medicated Shampoo. Worked for me and my dad. Now we're both presidents of major corporations. So remember, that's Dr. Don's Medicated Shampoo, because flakes are for flakes.
Are you divorced, widowed, or other? Have you planned for your final interment? Why leave the burden of these expenses to your loved ones? With a little help from your friends at Shore Funeral Services, all arrangements can be carefully prepared now, so upon your passing, everything from flowers to headstone placement can be lovingly prepared to your
Hello, 107.9 on
Call
your FM
friends
dial.
at Shore Funeral Services.
Hello, is anyone there?
555
Hi. I'd like to speak to Jake Michelson, please.
Name and city?
Molly from Sausalito, but
And what's your position?
Bay Area weather for tomorrow.
my what?
Cloudy in
Do you
the
think the
morning,
boxers should be
clearing
forced to
by
wear headgear?
High in the mid-70s.
No, I'm actually not calling about the whole blood helmet thing. This is a personal call. You know what? I'm gonna call back another.
Hold on,
And now back to sports with Jake Michelson.
Molly from Sausalito. Hi, how are you?
Hi. Fine. I'm sorry to bother you.
No, I'm glad you called.
I have this thing on Saturday night, and I was just wondering. You're probably busy, and you're probably busy, and Are we on the radio?
Oh, yeah.
Are we on the radio?
Time delayed in case you say something obscene. Time delayed.
I'll try to censor myself. I have an idea. Maybe we could talk about this later. Like, a decade from now. When I recover from the humiliation.
Sure, no problem. I'll see you then. I'll see you then.
I'll see you then. I think that's best.
Good night, Molly. This is Jake Michelson, and we gotta pay the rent, so we'll be right back fielding your calls after this commercial.
Frank?
Come here, Frank.
I'm sorry, what time Saturday night?
7:30-ish.
Good.
I should tell you that Joan and Bruce will probably be there.
I see. So it's not really a date. It's just us going out to make them crazy.
No. Well, partly. 60-40.
I like those odds. I'm in. Buy some donuts for breakfast.
That's so nice.
See you Saturday.
Very nice look. And you don't date?
What's the big deal? It's just a date.
It is a bar mitzvah. That is a very important time. Have you seen my blood pumps? Because I just had them 2 minutes ago.
They're on your feet.
I knew they were close.
You're acting totally psycho.
I am not acting. He's early. Tell him I'm not ready. No, tell him I'm ready, but I'm reading. And take off some of that makeup.
Whatever.
So, this must be weird for you.
No. I went to my dad's wedding. Why shouldn't I go on my mother's date?
I think Sam was right.
About what?
You do look a little bit like Sharon Stone. It's just really hard to tell underneath all that makeup.
Really? He said that.
You look really beautiful.
Thank you. So do you.
Shall we go?
Molly? Molly! I'm glad you made it after all. I'm glad. This is good. You need to get out.
Brave. Brave Molly.
Jake. Oh, this is,
Embarrassing. Threatening against nature.
I think it's just
It's
how festive.
Sam, buy me a drink, will you?
You know, it's fine. We're okay. I'm
See.
good. So I guess we're going to keep running into each other socially, and I, I'm okay with that.
Me too.
Good. You sure you know what you're doing with?
Thank you for your concern. My eyes are wide open. A lesson I owe to you and several night nurses.
Are we gonna keep? That's.
Excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. I need a drink. I'll be right back.
Care to dance?
Is she going to be in a hooligan till we die?
It's not my fault. We have friends in common that we dislike equally.
guess we could go to a concert or something.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So, your mom will take and yours will pick up?
No, I'll drive.
Your bike? He won't be 16 for another 6 months. You're only 15.
No.
I should know. He's my brother.
See ya.
Nice to see you.
Trust me, she was totally wrong for you.
Look, just because your dad marries my mom doesn't make me your brother, okay? You don't get it. I don't want you hanging around me.
This was a mistake. Can we get Sarah and go?
Molly, why don't you look at tonight as if it were a drag race? Now, do you want to be the first one to cry chicken and pull off the road?
No, let's stay and just fly off the cliff.
It's not gonna happen. I'm driving. Don't look at them.
Naughty boy. Getting back at your ex is not a good enough reason to, you know.
That's not why I'm here. I came for the 40%.
I'm sorry, Jake. It could never work.
You sure?
100%.
Is he watching?
I think so.
Mom, can we go?
What? Honey?
I want to go.
Molly, if she wants to go, just take her home.
If you'd rather I speak to her, I'm really good with
No.
Seattle.
Honey?
Fine. I'll hitchhike.
No, wait, would you please just... Molly.
It could never work. I'm glad we found out now.
I'll call you later.
Sorry, pal.
She's over 30, has a kid, and was married to your ex-wife's new husband. Doesn't she break most of the rules in your playbook?
I don't have a playbook. Per se.
Tonight's game was a shutout. The Sharks will travel to Buffalo.
Liar.
What?
Well, your eyes are moving. It looks like you're lying. Try to keep them steady.
Tonight's game was a shutout. The Sharks will travel to Buffalo for... Hang on a second.
Winners. Barry Bonds and Ray Sanchez were on top of their game. The pitch, the hit, and there it goes. Wow, hold me back. It's another win for the San Francisco Giants. And in basketball...
Hey, you're way better than this guy.
The pitch, the hit. Absolutely fabulous.
Yeah.
I think that's too much. Yeah. Absolutely.
Full of it.
Absolutely correct. You know, she's told me everything about herself, but it still feels like she's only telling me what I deserve to know. You know what I mean? I want to know her secrets.
You serious?
Yeah.
He doesn't see it.
He doesn't see what?
Hey, this is not your normal woman, huh? This is family. You can't just know her secrets and then disappear, change your number, have me tell her you were in the Merchant Marines. This woman has direct access. She can find you.
I mean, there are millions of eligible men on the planet. Why would I want the one I'm practically related to? It's almost incest.
Yeah, but he's cute, right?
I'm actually relieved he hasn't called. Then I don't have to make up stupid excuses of why I can't see him.
You told him not to call.
As if men ever listen, right?
You know what? He got too close and you got scared.
I am not.
It's perfectly natural. You have been deeply wounded.
Deeply wounded?
Yeah. Who even talks like that? Look, Bruce hurt you and you're afraid to love again.
I am not afraid. I'm cautious. Extremely cautious. There's a steep drop and a fiery blaze up ahead cautious.
Great.
This is Molly. I'm not in right now, but I'll be back. You can bet on it. Call me. Hey. It's Molly. I can be reached at the hospital. 555-0129, or here later tonight. Or you can page me at 555-0128. I have email. Oh, God, what am I doing? Hi, this is Molly. Only leave a message if you want to. I don't expect you to, and it will be perfectly fine if you don't, but you can. Hi, phone tag. You're it.
It's not as if hockey is a tea party, but the amount of griping about violence is excessive. You put that much testosterone on ice, you makes it a Molotov cocktail. I think Wayne Gretzky said it best when he said there's only one winner. One left standing. This is Jake Michelson saying good sports and good night.
Joan's bringing a store-bought cake. She just dropped it on the counter so it would look homemade.
Really? She told you that?
She said that she wanted to be totally and completely honest with me. She said that we should have no secrets. Then she asked me about you and Jake.
She did?
Yeah, she wanted to know if you guys were still seeing each other. I told her I didn't think so.
Would you really hate it if I did get involved with somebody?
I don't know, I was kind of getting used to it just being you and me.
It'll always be you and me. Nothing can ever change that.
Well, if you really need a boyfriend to be happy...
Sarah, don't ever depend on a man to make your life happy. Always have something you do that makes you happy. Have a life in your back pocket in case yours doesn't work out. Someday you'll understand what I just said. Then you can explain it to me.
Okay, Mom.
P-P-E. Stand up and yell it. P-P-E.
Welcome to our annual cake auction that will help raise money for much-needed new football uniforms. We have a few returning players and some new faces this year, and I would like to introduce to you Pacific Point High School's new varsity football team, the Eagles! Rosa's cake goes for a record high of $21. And now, we have a scrumptious chocolate cake with a strawberry filling by Mrs. Molly Sanders. Do I have a bid?
$1.
Come on. Do I hear $2?
$5.
We have a bid of $5. Will someone make it $6? Do I hear $6? Will someone make it $6? $5 going once, going twice, and...
$100.
Did I hear a bid of $100? the spirit.
What's in that cake?
We have a very generous offer of $100 from the man in the leather jacket. $100 going once, going twice, and...
150.
$200.
$200 going once, going twice.
$300.
We have a bid of $300 in front of us. $300 going once, going twice, and sold.
Joan, that's ridiculous.
Look, when people get married and they have kids, they're tied together for life. The relationship never ends. It changes. Bruce, change your relationship.
Stop treating me like one of your patients.
Then stop acting like one.
You know you need her, you want her now. You want to hold her, but you don't know how. It'll come to you.
Frank, stay out of my
Take
dishes.
a step and it'll come to you. Foot in the door, heart up your sleeve.
Hi.
Hi.
I can't stay. 'Cause I know how you feel about any involvement between you and I. I was just wondering if you had some milk.
I'll check.
Just follow your heart and the loving will start. It'll come to you. Schoolboy loving.
Here you go.
To you. Schoolboy love.
Thanks.
Sure.
I'd stay, but the whole thing could get too complicated. I think the friends thing is the best we can hope for.
I totally agree.
Just take a step and it'll come to you.
Molly? If I could just get a fork.
Okay.
Thanks. Good cake.
Thank you. It's an old family recipe.
Okay, gotta go.
Okay.
So I'll see you soon.
You should probably call first because I might be.
Sarah?
She's at Joan and Bruce's house.
This cake is so good.
I don't remember it ever being this good. Oh, this may be it. My perfect moment. I thought I missed it.
How can you be sure?
Oh, it's a girl thing. It's hard to explain. I need graphs and charts and an overhead projector. This doesn't change anything. We still don't make any sense. stop. Just stop. Before somebody... Oh, God. Before we get too involved.
Now, here's an interesting question. What do sports and veterinary medicine have in common? Tonight's very special guest is here to explain to us how animals and athletes share many of the same attitudes. Molly?
Thank you, Jake. I'm glad you asked me that. Animals and athletes are very much alike because they both work off their own natural instincts. And they both sweat.
Sunny days and starry nights, I see the future's bright. Come tomorrow, it's a new sunrise. Clouds have parted, the rain is past. A dream has started, the dream will last. Come tomorrow, and the new sunrise. It's a bright summer day with a clear sunrise and moon coming up on a callow horizon.
Still, I see no alibi for you to bring in another lawyer. I speak with your first lawyer, and he agreed with me half-heartedly.
First lawyer?
Sadly, he got worms and moved to Sacramento with his family. You spoke to Howard Binko?
Several a time. That's not dribble. I'm a very businessman. When I rent a space, I make it very clearly. Is a no furnish.
I'm not asking for furnish. I am asking for a roof, walls, running water.
Molly, let me handle this. Mr. Sanchez.
So you're gonna take it that tactic? I can no longer represent you in this matter. I will deal directly with your mother.
My mother?
No, your mother. You make with the old bait and a switch. Well, I wash your hand of the whole matter. It's a people like you who make America the beautiful. America the not so much.
Well, I think the important thing is he understands how we feel.
I don't think they have that concept on his planet.
The Giants host the Mets in the annual Freeway Series, and the Lakers face the Bulls in a rematch that can only be described as a battle of the stars. Can Jordan fly in Shaq's house? Well, in this reporter's opinion, the Lakers are excited by the Bulls. Drawn to them. Just dying to ravish them.
Can't sleep?
It's like being 5 and being told your parents are thinking of moving into that big castle in Disneyland. I really want this.
Why sports?
My dad, he taught me to read the sports section before I was 3 years old. He said it would be something we would share forever. He was crying when he said that. Later, when he got too sick to read, I'd read him the sports page, skip over the words I couldn't pronounce. My dad died when I was 6, but he was right. The sports page stayed forever.
Read it like that.
What?
Read the sports page like you're reading to your dad. I'd listen.
You're pretty smart, don't you? These are floor seats. These are once-in-a-lifetime, give you regular type floor seats.
I hear from those seats, you can actually see the players sweat.
Actually, from these seats, you can smell the players' sweat.
I kind of saved the coach's Dalmatian's life once. He saves me floor seats sometimes.
So a beautiful, naked woman. Floor seats. So I'm dreaming, right? Am I dreaming?
Too much, huh?
What just happened here?
Your perfect moment. It's not just that he wants to know me. He seems genuinely interested in finding out what I want, what I dream about.
It's like getting in a warm bath, isn't it, when you know you're with the right one? Same for George and me.
I can't stop smiling.
Oh, don't smile. Your face may stay that way. Come here, sweetie.
It's been 3 months. I mean, when does it stop? When do you just start feeling normal again?
Well, George and I have been together 15 years today, and I am still smiling.
Happy anniversary.
Thanks.
What are you gonna do?
Oh, what we always do. Go back to the very first place that we met. Sit and remember where it all began.
That's so romantic.
Not really. We met at a car wash.
Hello. Oh, no.
Sarah was an inspiration. She raised 3 sons, taught school for 35 years, and never gave up her strong devotion to women's semi-professional softball. She never missed a game.
She was a real sports fan. You would have loved her.
It's important that we all be here together in this time of family crisis. What is she doing here? Is there ever going to be an occasion when she doesn't join us?
It's a funeral.
Funerals, weddings, early divorces, what's the difference?
Thanks for coming with me.
Molly, look, I have an impressionable young daughter living in that house. A house I still happen to be paying for, by the way.
What does that have to do with anything?
I should know if you're having sex under my roof.
Hey, that's enough.
Look, I was your husband for 14 years. I think it gives me a right to care about what happens inside your house.
No, it doesn't.
I think what they're trying to say, Bruce.
I believe it's a case of transference. Your concern for Molly is, in fact, a veiled attempt at showing your true love for me.
Could we maybe not do therapy at my grandmother's funeral? For 5 minutes!
Hey, there's no reason to yell at her.
Don't yell at my mom.
Don't talk to your father like that.
He's not my father, he's your husband.
And you are not my mother. You're my father's second wife.
You see what you're doing? You are destroying my family!
And don't worry about being my brother because you are totally fired.
You can't fire me, you little dweeb.
Don't talk to my daughter like that.
Hey.
Don't yell at my son.
You know, maybe if you disciplined him a little bit more, he might not be so rude.
You're telling me how to raise my son?
He's my son, too. You might have mentioned hating him before I agreed to marry you.
I don't hate him, and I'm not saying that you're a bad mother. I'm just saying that he's a bad father.
All right, you moron.
Hey, that is Sarah's father you're talking
What,
about.
he's not a moron?
Yes, but he's Sarah's moron.
That's my father you just called a moron.
All right, that's it. We're leaving. We're not taking this any further.
Fine. Go ahead, leave. He ruined Joan and Sam's life. He's gonna ruin yours and Sarah's exactly the same way.
You know what, Bruce? I think you're just angry because you blew your marriage and I'm with your wife.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jay! Stop it!
surgeon! I need my nose!
What did you just do to my dad? Are you crazy?
Me?
You're actually fighting over her? God, if you still loved her, you should have married me.
I don't love her, I love you! Come on! Come on!
Stop it! Stop it! You just killed my dad! Are you crazy?
Me, I'm crazy.
Haven't you got enough? Why don't you just leave? This is my family here!
Reality check, it's my family too.
Exactly my point!
You know what? You're right. Too complicated. Never would have worked.
Obviously.
Yeah, wait up.
Now look what you've done! I'm just wondering, therapy-wise, how many sessions would it take to get over this?
Here you go.
There's a
This is Jake Michelson on your All Sports, All Night, All Talk radio show.
miss an irreplaceable part.
You did the right thing. It was a train wreck waiting to happen. Too many people would have gotten hurt.
Does the river need rain?
That's the third time you've cleaned those?
What?
All right, you know what? It is time to get back on that horse. Jake is not the only man alive, Molly. You are a beautiful, talented, funny woman.
I'm fine.
She's fine.
Do I love you? I can't disguise. And I do just as birds.
I'm going into town to get a tattoo.
Okay.
Probably get like a big snake eating a little Bambi.
Don't stay out too late.
That my heart will be following you if only your eyes will light the way. There's a place in my heart where I miss an irreplaceable part. Do I love you? Where do
We go now?
Sure.
Let me start up where one heart plus one heart make two.
How about now?
You know, Linda was right. You are beautiful in a low-maintenance kind of way.
Thank you.
You know, I must tell you, I don't consider the fact that you have a child to be a deterrent. Lets me see what kind of a mother you'll be. Plus, I know that after you have kids, you won't stay fat. You know, a lot of men worry about that.
About what?
Well, that their wives will have kids and they'll stay fat. I hate that.
Can I get you some dessert or coffee? We're offering a double chocolate cheesecake with fresh whipped cream.
No, thank you.
I'll have a couple of pieces and some ice cream on the side if you have it.
Sure.
And after the babe died, baseball wasn't the same. A light had gone out that could not be rekindled. And it makes me sad. Just sort of lonely. This is Jake Michelson on your All Sports, All Night, All Talk radio show. Why don't we listen to some music? Just calling to say hello. That's okay, isn't it? Listen, if you get some time, give me a call. Maybe we could, I think we should talk. So call me.
I don't think Sparky's sick. I think he's just lonely. Maybe you could talk to your mom about getting another dog. A friend for Sparky. Someone who's not afraid to be in a relationship. Someone who doesn't feel trapped by commitment.
The President met with the Joint Chiefs of Staff today in the White House to discuss the signing of the historic Landmines Treaty. And we'll have more on that story for you at 11. Now, for what happened in sports today, here's Jake Michelson sitting in tonight for Brett Owings.
What's he doing? Say something. Say anything.
The Giants won today. My dad loved the Giants. He said they had real passion for the game. He taught me that the game was half talent and half heart. Well, Barry Bonds showed an awful lot of heart today as the Giants came out ahead of the Cardinals 7-4. My dad and all the other dads that had to leave their sons too early would have been so proud of the Giants today. He would have said, play with your heart and the ball will fall. I try to teach my son that. Well, the Sharks finally got the revenge against the New York Rangers.
Mike Vernon was spectacular with 36 saves in the 2-1 victory.
Hi, honey.
Sharks will travel to Buffalo over the weekend for a 2-game series before returning home to meet their home rivals, LA Kings, on Wednesday night. In other news around the NHL, the Detroit Red Wings beat the Mighty Ducks 5-1 in a fight-filled contest.
Good job.
And we go to the clip.
Hey, good work tonight, Jake. Welcome to the show.
Excuse me. Yeah. Aren't you the consumer affairs guy?
Yeah.
See, listen. Can I talk to you for a minute?
What you got to say? What you got to say? Yes, girl. Be my lady. Come on, girl. I wanna rock you, baby.
You think you're so cool just because you're getting a new Jeep for your birthday.
What?
You are? That's so cool. And you left this on my desk. Try and keep your junk out of my room.
This isn't even...
That's so sweet. How did you even know?
Well... Happy birthday. Thanks for today.
It was no big deal.
Hey, where'd you get the money for those earrings, anyway?
Tooth money. From the Tooth Fairy, I saved up.
Right. I'll pay you back.
Whatever.
So I guess our parents are acting really stupid, huh?
It's like Romeo and Juliet, except for they're really old and not good looking or virgins.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying.
It's their funeral.
You know, I was thinking.
Molly?
Jake?
I thought you asked me to pick you up.
I thought I was supposed to pick you up.
Look, I'm sorry about the other.
Me too.
Molly, if you ever need to talk, I'm here for you.
Thanks. I'm sorry, too.
guess we should go now.
Good call.
Thanks for trying.
Hi.
Hi.
So I guess from the beginning, we had this perfect out. You and I could never get too close because our exes were married.
I guess you're right.
And neither one of us wanted to get stuck again.
I guess not. Hey, we're still related. I see you over cake or an open grave. I promise to smile.
I've been calling you.
I was so busy.
Yeah. All right. Take care, Molly.
I was so busy memorizing our first date.
There's a place in my heart where I miss an irreplaceable part. Do I love you? Where do I start?
What the?
Does
What's
the
going on?
river need rain?
Molly! Come on, hurry up! Excuse me. Molly, isn't this great?
And this consumer reporter finds it appalling what some landlords think they can get away with. We spoke to the landlord from this rundown building here in the heart of Sausalito.
I was appealed by the way some landlord treated their tenant.
We got his firm commitment to completely redo the entire building. I'm sure the animals will be very, very grateful. I'm Charlie Winters.
I'm not saying that.
You know.
I remember when I thought I had it all. I remember when I answered to love's call. Now I sit and I wonder, and I listen to the quiet of the night. I listen and remember what went wrong, and I wonder, will it ever go right? Will it ever go right? Will it ever go right? Will it ever go right?
What am I doing? I need a sign.
Oh, I feel quite dizzy.
Well, let me hold you, my darling. Oh, my darling.
Let's go back.
That's it, Frank.
Huh.
Could I get some white wine, please?
Something's messing with my sanity. I gotta solve this mystery. Baby, Now that I'm looking at you, I think I've found my clues.
I'm sorry, I usually don't cry like this.
Mm-hmm.
I should never come here. It's just, it's a big mistake. I don't know what I was thinking.
Really?
I should just go. I don't want to keep you from your work.
Actually, I don't work here.
You don't?
No.
But I told you intimate secrets, and then I almost...
Your ex-wife, my ex-husband are still...
Molly, I love you. I can't help it. You're the most beautiful, intelligent, interesting woman I've ever known. And I don't feel stuck. I feel unstuck.
Oh. Second perfect moment. That almost never happens.
I'll play the two of hearts. Love is a gamble from the start. Pick up your cards, and I'll play the two of hearts. It's a crazy game with a wild card. This game of love where the rules are hard. I'll play the hand that I've been dealt. It's been so long since I have felt that I'll play the two of hearts. I'll play the two of hearts. Love is a gamble from the start. Pick up your cards, and I'll play the two of hearts. Yeah, some will want to play the king, thinking he will beat most anything. You might try to play the ace, but it's a lonely card from a lonely